Good day to you, my dear one. Thank you for checking out this video. I am thrilled to spend this time with you today. So it's the 16th of December, and the workbook lessons are wrapping up. And I've been looking at a lot of darkness, looking at a lot of old patterns that are up for release, and been wondering when I'd be ready to make this video. And today is the day. So I've been reading and sharing with you the definitions that Jesus provides us in A Course in Miracles in the workbook. What I share with you today is the final definition that he provides. It comes just after lesson 350, and it is, what am I? What am I? What am I? Is this not the question of questions? And should this not then be the answer of answers? What am I? Jesus is going to tell us, what am I? And as these lessons wind down, after a year or longer, for me it's been a year and probably 4 or 5 months. Yeah, a year and 5 months that it's taken to get through the workbook, which has been perfect because it's brought me to this present moment of inspiration. There's no need to judge how long that's taken me and how many days I've skipped my lessons and how many times I've repeated a lesson. That makes no difference whatsoever. It's all about my mind healing and just allowing that to look how it looks. But at the very end here, there's just such a beautiful feeling of spending this time, all of the time that I have spent during this workbook series, going through every lesson, doing the best I can, looking at my mind, reflecting upon this teaching. We come to this beautiful moment where Jesus tells me what I am. What am I? I'm just filled with gratitude to share this with you. I am God's Son, complete and healed and whole, shining in the reflection of His love. In me is His creation, sanctified and guaranteed eternal life. In me is love perfected, fear impossible, and joy established without opposite. I am the holy home of God Himself. I am the heaven where His love resides. I am His holy sinlessness itself, for in my purity abides His own. God's purity is mine. I have not been tainted or stained. I haven't been damaged by the dream, by my story, by my life, by circumstances, by others. Our use for words is almost over now. Yet in the final days of this 1 year we gave to God together, you and I, we found a single purpose that we shared. And thus you joined with me. So what I am, are you as well. The truth of what we are is not for words to speak of nor describe. Yet we can realize our function here, and words can speak of this and teach it too, if we exemplify the words in us. And so while we cannot speak of what we are, words do not suffice in describing God and describing this love and this purity. We can perform our function. And words can speak of this and teach it. We can, through exemplifying the words in us, through taking this teaching and demonstrating it, God's love can be seen in this world, in our lives, on Earth, or whatever planet you might choose to live on. I want to be fully inclusive, not just planet Earth. Any old planet floating around out there is perfect to demonstrate this teaching. We are the bringers of salvation. We accept our part as saviors of the world, which through our joint forgiveness is redeemed. And this, our gift, is therefore given us. We look on everyone as brother and perceive all things as kindly and as good. This is what forgiveness brings. The act of not judging what is perceived. We do not seek a function that is past the gate of heaven. Knowledge will return when we have done our part. We are concerned only with giving welcome to the truth. So Jesus is telling us that our function is merely to stay with the forgiveness task. Don't try to know what can't be known. Don't try to do Holy Spirit's job. Don't try to understand it all. I am only concerned with giving welcome to the truth, opening my mind and my heart, letting go of my judgments, my preconceived notions, my assumptions, my expectations, all of my concepts, and welcoming the truth. It is not my job to know the truth and to fully understand. That will come as I perform my function. And so I can just trust in that and just focus on my function as the salvation of the world through forgiveness. Ours are the eyes through which Christ's vision sees a world redeemed from every thought of sin. Ours are the ears that hear the voice for God proclaim the world as sinless. Ours the minds that join together as we bless the world. And from the oneness that we have attained, we call to all our brothers, asking them to share our peace and consummate our joy. And so we're opening our arms and giving welcome to the whole world to share in this experience of freedom with me. We are the holy messengers of God who speak for him, and carrying his word to everyone whom he has sent to us, we learn that it is written on our hearts. And thus our minds are changed about the aim for which we came and which we seek to serve. We bring glad tidings to the Son of God, who thought he suffered. Now is he redeemed. And as he sees the gate of heaven stand open before him, he will enter in and disappear into the heart of God. So as I give, I receive. As I receive, I give. The gift of forgiveness, which is the salvation of the world. The act of withholding judgment, withholding and letting go of the false idea that I could know what I'm seeing in my day-to-day life, in the world outside of me, and the world within, the world of my thoughts and my ideas. When I let that go, I give the gift of forgiveness, I give the gift of salvation, and I free the world from imprisonment, and I can know what I am. I can know myself as the bringer of salvation. I can know myself as the holy home of God Himself. Because I've gone beyond trying to know, trying to figure this world out, and I've gone into the mind where the solution and where salvation can actually be found and experienced. And so we can go beyond concepts, beyond studying, and be brave and courageous and trust that as we let go of our judgments against ourselves and others, that we receive the gift of salvation. We receive the gift of forgiveness without condition, without end. And the eternal peace of God is then mine to give and to receive. And you are the holy messenger of God with me. No one is left outside of this. There is nothing and no one outside of this reality. And so everything is perfect today to lead us back to the truth. Forgiveness can rest on all things. Non-judgment, smiling on the world that has never made any sense. We can let go of the need to make sense of the world today and accept who we are. The holy home of God who loves us. So I pray to let love and kindness and forgiveness rest on all things. I pray to let acceptance rest on all things and to soothe my mind and the mind of my brothers. Let all rough, jagged edges be softened and dissolved away today. And let peace reign during this precious time of remembering that God's promise has not been forsaken, has not been withdrawn. We do have everything we need in order to be truly satisfied and truly loved and embraced by God in love. Nothing needs to change. Nothing needs to be abolished or risen up from the ashes. Nothing but the truth. And the truth is mine as I do my job, which is just to let go of my judgments and to let peace rest upon all things. Thank you so much for sharing this purpose with me. Thank you for joining with me. I love you. May God bless us today.